Year two of the Levy era. What's going on, everybody? Christian Ballard, sports journalist with Ballard Sports Media. Hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. Gonna get back to doing this month uh, some college football team previews for 2025. We got May, June, July, and most of August to try to wrap it up and get as much as we possibly can. I think I want to finish up the SEC. Maybe that's what we'll do, and then we'll kind of move and kind of go at random. I'm not sure how I want to do it, but if you want to help preview a team, let me know what team you want to preview. And if we haven't done it, we'll do it. We'll get it taken care of. Today, we want to look at the Mississippi State Bulldogs in Starkville, Mississippi for 2025. They are coming off a a pretty rough year last year. Now, I here's the thing about Mississippi State is they had it made, they had it going, and then obviously the sad passing of Mike Leach, kind of, you know, all of a sudden happened, and they just haven't been able to get it back up and going. Now, I do like the Jeff Levy hire. He was a great offensive coordinator at Oklahoma. Uh, he's been there just over a year now, and I thought Zach Arnett at first looked like it was going to go okay, and then, uh, but his first 10 games, 4-6 record. So, um, anyway, it's it has not been the best of days for Mississippi State the last couple seasons, and obviously it's been pretty dark for college football, having lost Mike Leach and everything like that. I don't want to dwell on the past, but that was a sad day. That was a really sad day. Anyway, looking at Mississippi State, looking ahead to the future, looking to 2025, you first have to look at last year. I mean, they went 2-10. I'm not going to go through every single loss. They did have a tough schedule. I'll give them that. They beat Eastern Kentucky and they beat UMass. They won games that they should have won. But then you had all SEC play, no ball. They did play Arizona State and Toledo in the non-con. Arizona State, of course, a playoff team. Somehow they were able to keep that close on the road. That was interesting. But the following week, they hosted the Toledo Rockets and they lost 41-17. It's just one of those weird seasons in the SEC for Mississippi State. I don't know if it's like, well, I don't know what it is. Um, but I don't expect much from them this next year. Let's go ahead and look at their schedule too. We'll go ahead and pull it up. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section on how you think ultimately Mississippi State will do. They open at Southern Miss. They go to Arizona State. This is a home and home. Actually, they host Arizona State. I'm sorry. So they go to Southern Miss, come back home for 3 games, 4 games, 4 straight home games. Arizona State, Alcorn State, NIU, which is Northern Illinois, Tennessee at home, at Texas A&M, a bye week, at Florida, Texas, Arkansas, Georgia, at Missouri, a bye week, and then the Egg Bowl on November 29th, which I think that traditionally speaking, although pretty sure they're switching it up with Thanksgiving Day because of the now Lone Star Showdown, which is back, which I don't blame them for. But I don't know. Something about the Ole Miss Mississippi State Egg Bowl just seems to fit on Thanksgiving night. It just does. But it is what it is. Um, I look at this and I really don't see much improvement coming into this season. Jeff Levy's in year two. He's got a lot to work on, not a whole lot to work with, but I do think that Mississippi State is in a position where they can improve a little bit. Again, they went 2-10 last year. I think they take a small step forward. Still don't think they're going to make a bowl game. I think they could go on the road and beat Southern Miss. They come back home for Arizona State. I think that's a loss. I think that Arizona State is in a position where they're coming off this playoff run and everything like that. That you look at it and you say, well, we won 11 games. That's really good. We lost in double overtime to Texas. I mean, they were literally a play or two away from that in the quarterfinal. They did win the Big 12, and they got a lot coming back this next year that they can work with. So I mean, it's possible you could win that game if you're Mississippi State, if you want to get off to a hot start and pull some upsets. But I don't think it's likely. I want to be realistic on here, even though I love to play hypothetical what ifs and give you what we would like to see. We would love to see Mississippi State get back to it, I'm sure. But I don't think realistically this is the year to do it. They then play Alcorn State and NIU. I could see them winning those games. I don't want to spend a whole segment on Alcorn State and NIU, but both of those games at home, if Mississippi State even takes a small step forward, they should have no problem with those teams along with Southern Miss. Um, Tennessee, Tennessee's even though they got the whole Nico deal drama, even though it might be behind them and maybe they're kind of moving forward, they're still going to be a great team. They might hit like 8 or 9 wins instead of 10 like they wanted to. I don't know. But I, I think they're better than what they got going in Starkville. Uh, they go to Starkville. They could win that SEC opener if Mississippi State's careful, but I doubt that they're going to win there. I also doubt that they'll beat Texas A&M on the road. Again, just a better team. A bye week. The Florida game could go either way, but Billy Napier had an interesting finish last year after they decided to keep him. Um, then you get Texas, then you get Arkansas on the road. Georgia, loss. Texas is also a loss. I probably say Florida and Texas A&M are losses. Maybe Tennessee as well. Could you go to Missouri and get the win? And could you win the Egg Bowl? Probably not. These are all teams, no matter what you want to say about Florida, Mizzou, what you want to say about the situation at Tennessee, whatever you want to say about Arkansas, Mississippi State just doesn't match up to these teams. I don't think. I would put them right now at 4-8. I'll make this a quick video on you guys today on a Monday. Happy Cinco de Mayo and that too. Uh, go get some tacos. I don't know, but the 4 wins. It's it's kind of interesting. I think they win in the non-con outside of Arizona State, but they'll beat Southern Miss. Alcorn is 2. NIU is 3, and then I I guess I could see them going 4-0, but I feel like they're bound to pick up an SEC win. If I had to guess, probably Arkansas on the road. Um, but again, like I don't expect much from this team this year. Honestly, this is just another team to preview just so we can say, hey, we got all the SEC teams, which we haven't yet, but we're working on it very much so. Mississippi State has to keep building, has to keep growing, has to keep learning, has to keep trying to figure out what they're gonna do. Um, and just overall, like Jeff Lebby coming off 2-10, he's got to at least hit 4 or 5 wins. He's got to get a little bit better. Um, and this is, I don't know, man. Like it's just sad. Like I hate seeing this, especially because we all can agree we all miss Mike Leach. This was the last team he coached for, and now this team has fallen apart since he left us, like passed away. But I've never met someone that says I hate Mississippi State. I've never really met anyone, even Ole Miss people. I don't know of anybody that has much hatred towards Mississippi State. Anyway, I just want to point that out. I say 4-8. You're losing to teams like Georgia and Texas and Florida and Ole Miss for sure. That's like half your losses right there. The four wins basically are Southern Miss, Alcorn State, NIU, and then pick an SEC team. I could see it being that Arkansas game on November 1st. Otherwise, if you can't win in the SEC, you're stuck with 3-9. And honestly, that's just not going to cut it. Now, I know they got to give Levy some time, but gosh, this is going to be a tough year for Mississippi State. They need to show a lot of college football that they belong. Not like one of those, oh, you either win some SEC games or we're kicking you out of the SEC. It's not that crazy, not that weird. It's just one of those things for me where I look at it and I say, like, that meme where the guy's got the stick and it says, "Come on, do something." That's what we're doing to Mississippi State. Like, do something, man. You don't got to make a ball game in year two, but I mean, it would be nice to see. I got them 4-8. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Let me know what team I should do next too. Take the suggestions. I love y'all. God bless.